Oh, hey there, people. How the frig's it going? Welcome to a Saturday morning at 11 a.m. here on Vlogging Life. Yeah, Saturday morning. But last night, Logie and I were up till like friggin' 3 in the morning playing unturned multiplayer. My goodness, is that game ever fun. So, we were doing that all night. That was pretty crazy. Got about 5 hours of footage to sift through and create into video game videos for the gaming channel, so that should be pretty awesome. So we're gonna get that done. Right now I need to make something to eat because I'm freaking starved. Gonna frap some rice and egg. You know, I'm waiting for the toast to pop there, and that's what we're gonna do for breakfast. So I gotta work noon to 8 today, so that kind of sucks, but whatever. We'll get it over with and then come home at 8 o'clock tonight, and I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure it out. Oh, frig yeah, this is gonna be good. And breakfast is served. Alrighty, let's get the frig out of here and get off to work. Holy fuck, is it bright out today. Still am kind of shocked that yesterday and the day before I filmed Vlog 1500. And going through all those old videos, looking for stuff to talk about and stuff to bring up, and brought back a lot of stuff. There's still stuff I wanted to cover, but you know, there's other things I was going to cover, but then I realized I already covered them in Vlog 1000, and fuck my suspension shit. Here's a tip for you kids: when you got to replace your struts, don't buy the cheapest part on the market. Oh, and also try and get stuff with greasable nipples. It's nice to be able to service your shit on every oil lube. That's one thing I like about the place where I go to get the oil changed in this car, is if you tell them, hey, my ball joints and my this and that and all the other junk has friggin' greasable nipples, they'll find them and pack them with grease for you every time you go in for an oil change. Problem with stock GM AC Delco shit, or Delphi, or whatever the hell the brand of the junk is that's on here from factory, non-greasable, non-serviceable junk. It is what it is. It's that driver's side strut too that's squawking away. But what can you do? What can you do? I'm about to put another $400 worth of suspension into this fucking thing, especially because I'm probably going to be getting rid of it and getting something a little bit bigger and better. By bigger, I mean like a van or a truck or something. My buddy Eric recently bought himself a Dodge Dakota, but like the last year of the new style, before they terminated the whole series. And I love that truck. You know, there's my neighbor has one. He's got the 3.7 liter V6 or something like that in his. He thinks it's excellent, and I don't blame him, because it's a fucking pickup truck with 4 doors. So it's like having a car with a trunk that you can put pretty much anything you want into it, you know? And that'd be awesome for me. Hell, I'd even be happy with a 4-cylinder S10, to be honest with you. I was told to avoid the Rangers. Apparently the Ford Rangers and Mazdas and all them, their fuel economy is worse than an F-150. So if you're gonna go the Ford truck route, you might as well just get the big F-150 and be done with it. Apparently it's due to their gearing or some shit. Even if you get a Ranger with a 2.3 liter, that apparently doesn't make a look a difference. Because honestly, what do I want to haul? If you think about it, I'm not about to pull a fucking 5th wheel trailer. I'm not about to hook up to something and haul something super heavy. And even if I did with a pickup truck, it should be able to do it. Like if Dad's able to haul a trailer full of broken drywall and a bunch of other junk like that, that weighs a lot to the point where it actually stresses the axle, and his car did it and does it and has no problems with it, then a pickup truck of any size should have no problems. And Dad's car is literally this car here, just with the Impala badge, and it's a Chevrolet, it's not a friggin' Pontiac. So if he can do it, this friggin' bucket should be able to, and any pickup truck should be able to. But the whole reason for minivan is the extra seating if going on a long trip and there's a bunch of people coming, or stow and go, and you can bring mini bikes with you, because mini bikes are awesome. Mini bikes are awesome! Look, it's -5 out today. That's nice. It feels so cold in the house right now, though. It feels colder than that. Well, not really. Yeah, I did the math, and if I keep this car, God knows what it's going to cost me in repairs. I gotta get the plugs and wires done, that's a given. Front end fixed. Whatever's broken up there, a mechanic will have to look it over. I'm having a problem at the catalytic converter. I'm thinking the cat's plugged. Like when I get to work after I drive this, I'll get to work and I'll get the smell of wet, like wet rotten eggs, you know? Like that rotten egg smell. I don't know why I call it wet, but whatever. Oh, that's because of a joke back in the day. Whenever we ate eggs and we'd fart and it smelled like a rotten egg sandwich, we called them the wet eggy farts. That's probably why I'm calling it wet. There you go. Off we go to work. There is no traffic out right now because we're going to work. It's also a Saturday, not a Monday. Ha! But yeah, it's probably gonna cost me like an easy 3 to 4 grand to get this car back up and running. Well, it's running, but you know, to get it back up to 100%. And I can't even guarantee that will fix the fuel economy problem. It might, you know, getting a new catalytic converter, plugs, wires, the whole front end redone. I'm probably gonna need new rims because these rims are fucked and they won't hold air. They've always been like that, but then again, it could just be the winter. In the summer, it doesn't leak. Like, it leaks, but not as bad. In the winter, it's garbage. So it could just be the fact that I got aluminum rims and we've been getting the coldest winter ever in record. Like, we've hit minus 45 and shit like that before, but it never held on consecutively for like weeks on end. And this cold snap here, it lasted for 3 weeks. Fuck, my brother apparently doesn't even have water at his house right now. The pipes inside the house are fine. The friggin' water main outside, he calls a plumber over to investigate it. Plumber comes over, does some investigations, discovers after a bit that, oh, the problem's at the road. It's nothing to do with your plumbing in your house. That'll be $400 fucking dollars, please. Like $400 for him to come over and say, yep, nothing wrong here. Like, shit, man, maybe I should go back to school and be a plumber. I could just show up to people's houses and just fucking give them bills for no reason. Wow, they did a sick, bad job on Fisher Street. They did the snow removal, that's why the banks are gone on the side, eh? And didn't scrape the edges, and when my tire catches it, the car acts all weird. It starts pulling and slipping. Yeah, brother had to pay $400 to a plumber just to tell him that there was nothing he could do. So he's without water now until the city gets around to thawing out the main, or replacing the main, or finding the main and digging it up and thawing it out and doing whatever they gotta do. And he was told this could take up till June, for fuck's sakes. Because if the main froze, it could have ruptured. It might take them up until May, June, to have the time to extract the blown main and replace it or repair it. Like, are you serious right now? June? Like, his girl, like, they're due to have that baby at the end of April. Kinda can't go till June, like. Fuck, water's a little bit needed, don't you think? Thank God my water at the house is still running. I just got one drain that's being a stubborn bitch, but we got everything we need to make sure that problem never happens again. So this year here, hoping that frickin' dad can find the time to come over and get the job done, because he knows exactly what to do and I don't, so it's perfect. We'll have him do that, and then we'll be golden. Also this year I want to get all the material, and I want to build that wall on the outer side. Go from there, like build that all up, and then make that awesome. And then in the summer, I want to dig up around the house and go about 3 to 4 feet deep. And then I want to install that styrofoam insulation right into the ground, all around the perimeter of the house, to see if I can block out any drafts, any drafts coming in, because that might accidentally make the house warmer in the spring or in the winter. Fuck, what am I talking about? But yeah, so today's just been one of those days, and we got to go to work. Well, we're at work. We got to go in about 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna sit out here and have a dart and go inside, and I'll talk to you guys after the shift is over. So peace out. Oh, frig sakes, people! It's like 4 o'clock. I'm out for lunch. What a boring ass shift. Like, when I came in, it was pretty busy, but that only lasted till about 12:45, and then it was dead hill from there. Now I'm working with Bruce, and you know, still pretty quiet. He's running the show by himself right now because I'm on lunch or whatever. Not really hungry after eating all those rice and eggs today for breakfast or whatever. Breakfast, lunch. But I'm gonna have some ribs tonight when I go home, because Mom's gave me some ribs from yesterday's dinner. We love that kind. And tonight I have no idea what's going on, you know. No frickin' idea at all, but that's okay. Oh, can I get it? Can I get it? No. That said 2 big guys with a plow. That's a funny name for a plow company. 2 big guys with a plow? Right on. So it's actually only like frickin' -8 out right now. The wind chill's -13. Not too bad, not too bad. That's why I'm able to stand outside and vlog at the vlog wall and not sit in my car. Hopefully this shit pisses off in March. You know, life is good. Tire's still holding air. Yup, beauty. See, when the valve stem's there, it's fine. It's when it's on the bottom that I have problems. I need a freaking one of those things. Maybe after work I'll go to Walmart and see if they sell Schrader valve tools. Anyhoozle, I'm gonna head back inside and carry on with this shift, even though my lunch isn't over. I'm going inside and take a piss and just hang out. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Friggin' low. Supposed to get off at 8 o'clock. 7:59 minus 1 second. Just as Bruce is typing back in to log into the phones, fucking phone goes off. Son of a bitch. And it was some old codger with friggin' Windows XP having problems with Microsoft Outlook Express, because that's the best fucking mail system out there. So that was fun. That was fun to deal with. But it's dealt with. That gasoline I smell? Fuck it. Let's go home. Frig 6 had to come home and put a new battery in the damn camera. What am I doing? I want this light on. But yeah, I was doing my drive home and it said full power. Like I had 4 bars of power on this thing and that's all it has. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So I'm like coming home, minding my own beeswax, and I got to not really far. It was only like maybe 5 minutes from work, not even, and the camera starts flashing red no power and shuts off. So I don't know what the hell that's all about, but I just put a new battery into this thing. We'll see if it holds out. Right now I'm just reheating some supper from last night that Mom gave me. Some dirty old rice in there right now. Ribs here that I'm gonna have. Yeah, not gonna reheat the ribs. I like that kind cold. That kind cold is delicious. But Mom did a great job on those ribs last night. She boiled the shit out of them first for like a half an hour, I think she said. And then 1 hour in the oven in the Diana sauce. And that whole boiling process really made them tender. Like there's no meat left on the bone. The meat just falls right off of the bone. It turned out really good. So I'm gonna go drive that into me. Chances are Logie's gonna be awake soon and he's gonna want to play some video games. Fuck, I haven't even put a dent into that footage from last night. Needless to say, there's gonna be a lot of shit going up on Skaven Games that is not Grand Theft Auto Online. I'm basically done with GTA Online for the time being because until we get a crew that doesn't act like 12-year-old girls, forget it. Like, you know, Jetwash is cool, Rex is cool, Adrian's cool, but with all the nonsense going on with everybody else, it's like, for fuck's sakes, if you can't get along, we can't play. Simple enough, you know? I'll find other games to play, and I have a lot of other games I need to play. Like, I still need to beat Bully, but that screwed up on me the other night. I went to go record. Something goofy happened, and I recorded for 45 minutes, but apparently it only recorded for, well, it says 3 hours and 20 minutes, but you run the video, it plays it for 1:42, so I don't know what the fuck happened there. But I did notice I was running Action version 1.16, and the version 1.23 is out, so I went and downloaded that, and it seems to be a lot more stable and a lot better. So that's how I got the unturned video footage. And what else did I grab with that? I think it was just unturned I used that on when I played single player and then multiplayer with Logie. So those are going to be going up probably after the Grand Theft Autos. And that should be sometime end of March, beginning of April. Oh, fuck. I just want to render them all up and get them up on the internet and thumbnail them and be done. I think 1 game a day is more than enough. You know what I'm saying? There's some people out there that are farting out like 4 video game videos a day. And it's like, holy shit, buddy, you just filled up my friggin' subs box. But anyway, I gotta go eat. I'm starved. Okay, so as you all know, a lot has happened in the past couple days. Mainly the key one to me was the passing of Leonard Nimoy. That was kind of like, holy shit, you know? But yet you go on social media networks and you see more about this fucking dress. Is it a white or gold or black or blue dress? Who the fuck cares? Oh my goodness, I can't. Like, even full screen, you know? Like Fullscreen's talking about Fullscreen Madness. Submit your video to this forum and you can win some stuff. And they start talking about Dakota's channel, like their biggest friggin' happy Fullscreen Go. And then they start talking about that stupid goddamn dress. Like, who gives a shit about a fucking dress? Why is that a big deal? You know, friggin' Leonard Nimoy, Spock from Star Trek. You know, that's his most famous role ever. Passes, dies. And a piece of fabric is more important. Apparently it's more. This is the thing. This is happening now. So now we got to ask ourselves, what's going on in the media? What is happening in the real world that they're covering it up with this bullshit that is distracting everyone because everybody's a bunch of fucking morons, you know? What's really going on? Well, we know the pipeline was shut down. The president vetoed that. The pipeline from Edmonton to Texas, we know that was shut down. But apparently they're trying to veto the veto to get it turned back on, which personally I don't think is a good thing. I like the fact that it's shut down because showing where it's going to be going through a lot of good drinking water. And if something were to happen and it leaked oil, bye-bye drinking water. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but without drinking water, we can die. You know, we die. We need drinking water. We need water to drink. Our bodies are made up of like 98% water or some shit like that. We need it to survive. So the logical idea is don't run oil through a freaking water supply. But, you know, I guess those oil friggin' dicks are too to figure that out, so it is what it is. And they're just, the worst thing that happened to this planet was humans were put on it. I'm telling you, we're just fucking wrecking the place. Just wrecking it. Oh well, what can you do? Hopefully I'm long gone dead by the time this place takes a big shit. Holy shit, I was just chatting with Bloke there, and he's got quite the Heisenberg set up for his e-juice, that's for sure. Do I have... Okay, no, I washed all my shower towels. I need a shower towel. I'm gonna go have a shower right now because frick's sakes, I smell like the arsehole of a skunk, and I don't like that kind. So, but yeah, Bloke was showing me his friggin' setup, and he just gave me a new purpose for something. Mainly a new purpose for this old rice cooker. Well, oh no, it's cleaned out, never mind. Basically, he uses this rice cooker with a beaker, and that's how he's been making his e-juice. Basically, he's been making a hot bath in the rice cooker. Basically, the process to make a hot bath or a steam bath is pretty simple. You take your rice cooker, you put about 2 cups of water into it, and then you just sit your beaker in it, and you turn it on, and the water gets hot and transfers the heat into the beaker, and then you do that for 4 hours. And what that does is it causes all the VG to infuse with your flavoring. And then you just take your flavoring, and once you're done, you pour it back into a bottle or something, and then you let it steep in a cold, dark place for about 3 to 5 weeks. And what you end up with is some serious gourmet friggin' VG juice. Or some seriously gourmet juice. So that's basically what I want to do. I was going to throw out that old rice cooker or give it away to someone, but now I'm going to use it for that. I'm going to set myself up my own Heisenberg friggin' juice making facilities upstairs. So that'd be pretty freaking awesome. And we could probably produce a whole shitload of juice, because I want to make some blueberry cheesecake and some strawberry cheese. Seriously, you're trying to crawl inside of a pizza box? How the hell did that get down there anyway? I got to get into the garbage bag and go around and start throwing shit out. But yeah, so that's what the big battle plan there is to make some Heisenberg style friggin' juices. He was asking me about food coloring, and everywhere I read and every video I watched about people putting food coloring in the e-juice says that the juice becomes too harsh to vape. It really burns your throat. So keep in mind, when things are safe to consume by eating it, they're not always safe to consume by vaping it. And that applies to the popcorn butter flavoring, because if you vaporize that, you'll get popcorn lung. And the only fix for that is a lung transplant. And those don't come, very easily. It's not like they can just grab a grocery bag and wire it into your shit and be done, So, because he wanted to take his blueberry cheesecake and color it blue, but it's highly recommended not to do that. So, there you have it. But I'm sure his juice probably tastes fantastic, and if I try that route, my juice will probably taste fantastic. And if I do that method, I can probably do the THC VG juice a lot friggin' cleaner and a lot easier than doing it the way I was doing it before. Because I'm pretty sure the way I did it before was bad, because I didn't have water in the bottom, I wasn't using a beaker, and I didn't steam bath it. So if I steam bathe it, it'll turn out friggin' awesome and be really potent, and I want to do it all with keef. So that'll be my next batch. I want to make a 30 mil out of the keef I have. I got about 6 grams of keef, which they say for every gram it's 8 mil of VG. So if I do 48 mils of VG to the 6 grams of keef I have, it'll produce about a 25 to 30 mil bottle, and probably get you some thunderfuck. Because the last time I made that shit, it was really not potent. Like, it was fine in a dripper. Take like 5 or 6 or 8 hulls off of it, and you really felt it. Oh, for fuck's sakes, these aren't even dry. Alright, spin her again. But yeah, the other stuff I made was pretty friggin' potent. No, sorry, it wasn't potent at all. But in a dripper it was potent. Now if I were to do it to scale properly, because I did the math, and the last time I did friggin' 20 mil per every gram, which is, it's basically 3 times weaker than the proper integrity it should have been. Well, that's why it didn't work that well. If I do it properly, I might be able to not need product anymore and just vape my friggin' whenever the symptoms kick up, have myself a chooch, and solve the problems. But anyway, people, I'm gonna have a shower. Logie and I are gonna jump into Unturned again, even though I still have 3 hours and 25 minutes of footage I gotta blow through. So I've been making the episodes a little longer. They're like 30-minute episodes instead of their usual 10-15 minute. And tonight, God knows how long we're going to play for, so that's going to make for some more long episodes. Hard drives are filling up big times. I got to start deploying to YouTube and getting shit off my computer, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow before I go to work. I'm going to start the upload process, so by the time I get home from work, everything will be done. Then it's just thumbnail and tag, and Bob's your uncle. So I'm going to shut her down here, people. Thanks for watching today's video. So as you can tell, I'm still vlogging. I was thinking about shutting her down after 1500, and not shutting down the channel, but just changing the way I do things. But you know what? Fuck it. We'll keep going the way we're going. The shit's about to get interesting, you know. If what I was told is true, then shit's about to get interesting. So we'll just keep going, and you guys can follow me along in my life and go from there. But as for me, I'm gonna shut her down. So big time thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment, all that nonsense. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.